Iran's president hints at quid pro quo for seized UK ship. Iran President Hassan Rouhani suggested on Wednesday that Iran might release a UK Titan-class ship if Britain takes similar steps to release an Iranian oil tanker seized by the British Royal Navy off Gibraltar earlier this month. His remarks could create an opening to reduce tensions as Boris Johnson becomes Prime Minister. It's unclear how the new government will respond to Rouhani's suggestions or the impasse with Iran. We do not see the continuation of tension with some European countries, Rouhani said in comments carried on his site. Should they be committed to international frameworks and give up their wrong actions, including what they did in Gibraltar, they will receive a proportional response from Iran. Britain this week announced plans to develop and deploy a Europe-led maritime protection mission to safeguard shipping in the area after Iran's Revolutionary Guard seized a steam row in the Strait of Hormuz on Friday. Rouhani said that while Iran does not seek a military conflict, it will not allow threats to its security in the important waterway. He described the Iranian seizure of the ship as professional and brave. Iranian officials have alleged the ship was seized after it violated international maritime law by turning off its signaling for longer than is allowed and passing through the wrong channels. However, Iranian officials have also suggested the ship was seized in response to Britain's role in impounding an Iranian supertanker 2 weeks earlier off the coast of Gibraltar, a British overseas territory. The UK says the tanker was suspected of violating sanctions on oil shipments to Syria. Both sides have called the interception of another ship's possible act and piracy. The crew are mostly Indian, but also include Filipino, Russian and Latvian nationals. Iranian state TV aired video of the crew on board the vessel off Iran's port of Bandar Abbas earlier this week. A state of incidents in past week has threatened security in the Strait of Hormuz, which lies between Iran and Oman. Tensions have also soared following President Donald Trump's decision last year to withdraw from the nuclear deal and impose maximal sanctions on Iran. 1/5 of globally traded crude passes through the Strait of Hormuz, making it an internationally important choke point for world energy supplies from Gulf exporters. In past weeks, Iran has shot down a U.S. spy drone. U.S. officials say military super forces struck Iranian computer systems that handle missile and rocket launchers, and 6 oil tankers have been sabotaged near the strait. Iranian officials on Wednesday reiterated their denial that any Iranian drones were intercepted, after the U.S. military said Tuesday that it took aim at 2 of them last week. U.S. Central Command said an Iranian drone crashed into the sea after the USS Foster took defensive action against it last Thursday. It said the Foster also engaged a second Iranian drone at the same time, but could not confirm it was destroyed. Iran's defense minister, Amir Hatami, told reporters Wednesday that if someone claims he should provide evidence, adding that none of our drones have been intercepted. Despite a UK government advisory that British flagged ships avoid the Strait of Hormuz, a large British flagged vessel transited the corridor and arrived at a port in Qatar on Wednesday. Maritime publication Lloyd's List identified the vessel as the BWL and reported that a British warship, likely the HMS Montrose, closely shadowed a large liquefied petroleum gas carrier, but that the Royal Navy did not provide a direct escort. The Ministry of Defense declined to specifically comment on the transit and referred to recent comments made by Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt, in which he confirmed the HMS Montrose has accompanied more than 30 ships over the last 10 days through the strait. In a statement to the Associated Press, the ship owner BWLPG declined to comment on specifics, but noted protection by the Navy. BWLPG is grateful to the UK and international community for their naval presence in the area, providing security to merchant vessels transiting through the Straits of Hormuz, the company said, adding that it is operating at our highest security protocol. According to semi-official Tasnim news agency, Mohammad Mohammadi Golpaygani didn't elaborate on who the mediator was, but hailed the Guard's seizure as humbling for Britain, which was now forced to send mediators to beg Iran to release the vessel. The UK didn't immediately comment on the claim. There has been speculation that Iraqi Prime Minister Adel Abdul-Mahdi, who visited Iran on Monday, may have acted as an intermediary in the tanker crisis. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.